not know how great you are. You're great. You king. Y'all gods.
Let me say this. Just because he see it, y'all don't see it, there's no power. The only power is when you begin to believe it. And you have to truly understand how powerful your mind is, how powerful your thinking is. When you truly believe and know that you are a great individual, you dress different, you talk different, you approach life different. But nobody else can be great for you. You have to be great. You have to think great thoughts. Don't think $1,000 is a lot of money, because it's not. Don't think $1 million is a lot of money, because it's not. There are people out there right now that are trillionaires. People like billion, I've only heard about. No, there's people out there that are trillionaires. My brother right now is out in LA having meetings with billionaires. It's that easy with no degree. But it's that easy in understanding, like, your belief about yourself, the way you think about yourself is the only thing that matters. Not what he thinks, not what she thinks, not even what I think. What you believe about yourself will create how successful you are. So if you believe that you will be successful, if you believe that you can change the complexity of your family's history forever, that you can bring wealth into your family and they'll never be poor and broke again, it'll happen. But you got to believe it first. If you believe that everything that you were created to be was to change everything that your family ever experienced, and when they hear the last name of you, that they'll hear greatness, then it'll happen. But if you never believe it, it cannot happen. So that means begin to, whatever it is that you do, whatever, right now, at the age of 15, 16, 17, 18, right now, if you say by the time I'm 25, I want to be in a multi-millionaire business that I own, that I'm operating in, I want to have X, Y, and Z, go home, write it down, and begin to see it happening. Begin to envision it happening. Why? Because at the heart and the center of everything is a vision and an idea. This sweatshirt you had on, before it materialized, it was somebody's vision. They wanted to see it like this. They seen it had the red, and it had this logo right here, and it had the hoodie, strings was about this thin, and then they wrote it down. And they took it to people who were able to, who created, and they created it. But it started with the vision and the idea first. So as you're going forward in life, if you have no vision, if you have no idea, and you think to get up and just go to work, or the work is the solution, you will fail in life.
You don't even exist.
You will truly fail. Because this room right here, this was a vision and an idea. Why? Because if somebody said, let's just slap some brick up, and we just gonna slap a few little poles up the whole, it would have crumbled. It took an architect to know that this wall has to be this height, this floor has to be this height, it has to be here, this has to go there, because if it don't, it'll collapse. So I know if I put these things here, it'll sustain something, it'll work. And it was somebody's vision first. It was their idea first. Understand, this is how powerful each and every person in this room is. Their vision and their idea will manifest if you believe it enough. You will then learn what to do to get to that place. Don't worry about the how. Don't say, I want to have a multi-million-dollar company, but then look at your family and be like, man, ain't nobody else ever been a millionaire. How am I going to get there? That's bull crap. If that is inside of you to do, to be successful, whatever that is, you put that behind it, whatever that is. Have the vision first. See yourself doing it. If it's to be a businessman, see yourself wearing suits. See yourself going to get into whatever car you want to be in. See yourself driving to that business meeting. See yourself out that round. Envision it. Take time and envision these things. I guarantee you it will materialize. It will manifest. This building would not have came about if there wasn't people who had the vision for this high school. It was somebody's vision, it was somebody's idea. Because this is the same high school that he went to, but this is not the same building. It's not in the same location, but it's the same exact high school. That means that somebody had a greater vision than whoever created his old high school. Say, man, I want this huge school. I want them to have pools in it. I want them to have a state-of-the-art this. I want them to have state. But if they would have looked at the old high school and just been like, well, this is all we got right here, then they would have never created this. They knew that it was a possibility. They knew that for certain that it can happen. And you have to understand that. You may not have the resources to do it. You may not have the $1,000 to start your business. You may not have the $1,000 to go to college. Don't worry about that. That does not stop you. Why? Because there's people right now who are creating millions and billions of dollars right now as we speak. In some part of another state, in some part of another country. Right now as we speak. Meaning that it's possible.
Yeah, I mean.
Mark Zuckerberg, y'all know who that is, don't y'all? The creator of Facebook. His vision and idea was to be able to associate and talk to people from different Ivy League schools. This was his vision and his idea, right? This is how Facebook came about. Mark Zuckerberg didn't know that it would IPO, meaning it would become public for $100 billion. He didn't know that. But his vision and his idea was to be able to start this social media platform that changed the complexity of life as we know it. That's how powerful your vision and your idea is. That's how powerful your thinking is. There's nothing greater than Mark Zuckerberg that's greater than you. I promise you it's not. Just because he was in Stanford or Harvard, whatever it is, there's nothing greater about him than you. I promise you it's not.
He changed the course of history, y'all.
Period. It was just by his thought. The people who created Instagram, everybody got Instagram, right? They're billionaires. They're billionaires. They said, okay, well, we don't want it to be quite like Facebook. We just want to be able to snatch something and be able to share it with our friends. That became a $1 billion entity.
Over nothing.
And you know how much it probably started, how much they started with to create this? About 10, 15, maybe $25,000.
Let's get deeper than that, Drew. It didn't start with that. It started out with this. Idea. Energy. Everything's energy. It's all energy, though. All my energy is going into you, which will motivate you to give to somebody else. We'll have somebody else invest into the idea. All it is energy. I'm going to tell you something real deep. Money ain't real. Money is not real, y'all.
Yeah. But she grabbed this bill.
I know it may sound funny, money ain't real. It's this. That's all this is.
They just put a fancy print on it.
Put a lighter to the dollar. What it's gonna do? It's gonna buy it. They got people killing over something. So I'm gonna tell you how you get the real money. It's how you get a lot of money. A lot of illusion. Talk to a lot of impact life. God will never drop a quarter down with the staff. He'll never drop a dollar. It's gonna work for me. True. That's how my Zuckerberg got out of bread. That's how what the people from Instagram got money. It impacted so many people's lives. So they can see exactly what you're doing. So other people can sell you product. You don't even know what you got on there. Yeah,
We made Nike, Jordan, whatever. Oh, Nike.
That ain't Nike. This is polyester Vicros. It's plastic. Melted all the way down into a synthetic. And they just printed Nike on it. To make that hoodie you got on, it costs about $1.50. How much your mom probably paid for that? 50, 60, 100, 30 bucks. It costs $1. This is like